All right, good morning, traders. Now, I haven't done anything yet. I know some of you were talking about you were wanting to see how I pick these stocks, so I'm going to sit here. I'm going to let a few more people get in the stream before I touch anything. You can see this is the play I took yesterday. Tests. I haven't moved from here. That trend line's still on here. There's the same stocks from yesterday's list. So I have not done anything. I've not even looked at the SPY. I don't even know what the SPY looks like yet. So give a few more minutes for everybody to get in here so they can see this here. Anyway, how's everybody doing this morning so far? Let's see. How soon as people, hey, what's up down now? Good morning. There we go. People coming in and out all over the place. So what do I got to trade with today? About 1,400. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get started. Like I said, I've not done anything yet on Thinkorswim or with the stock market this morning. So let's take a look here. LGVN. Ooh, nice pop back up. So we can keep an eye on that one. SYTA, that one's done. TESS looks done for now. And BYSI still going sideways, a little dead cat bounce. I'm just going to take it off for now, though. And then we got EFOI up 110%. This one is above the 200-day. I like that. And I got 100 million in shares. Oh, no, it doesn't. It has 5 million in shares. This pattern could be close to a breakout. Real quick, though, let's go check the SPY real quick before I forget. Are we in an uptrend? We're in a sideways. So there's a slight uptrend on the SPY there. So okay, well, it's not too bad. We're still in an uptrend, so that's good. ISIG, good. See this? I think I said this the other day when I traded this, that yesterday if it could hold above that $10 area, then today it could get a nice pop. Big explosion so far, so that's another possible play. It's been halted a couple of times. A little triangle here. PLAB, 61 million in shares. They had some revenue. I already got LGV on there. ELX, that thing's under the 200-day moving average, so I'm not even going to look at it. KPLT, same thing, not even going to look at it. So right now we've got PLB, LGVN, EFIO, and ISIG. So now we're going to go to the 15-minute. Boy, this thing looks like it's about to pop. I'm going. Nice little triangle pattern here. It's either going to dump here or break, but this bull flag's looking really good for a possible break here. What's up, Josie? How's it going, buddy? Good morning, Lori Lee. Got to plug my phone in here. So we are starting to pop. If we can break 20, this thing could really move. Bam, look at that. Beautiful. Looks like we're getting halted right out the gate within 5 minutes of me looking. Bam, boom, bam. That's how we do it, baby. That's how we do it right there. Beautiful bull flag pattern. We narrowed down the list from the scanner here to the ones over the 200 day, over all EMAs. And this is why I don't like to trade the stocks under the EMAs, because look at the ones I didn't pick. They look like crap. LGVN above the 200 day, above all EMAs, ripper. EFIO now is above the 200. Looks like maybe it could pop, maybe it can't, but it is below $5, so I'm a little iffy on it. But PLAB, which one was I in? Oh yeah, ISIG. But yeah, ISIG, that bad boy from the other day, making a nice rip here. A nice continuation rip anyway. It's already ripped. What is that? It's about $10 so far this morning. All right. What's up, Lauren? Good morning. Guys over on Share Vision, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and type those in your chat whenever you feel like it. So we're in a halty right out the gate here, and we'll see. 15-minute looks pretty good. We got support at let's just try to straighten this line out here. Supported is at like 14.75, so we're ways away from that. We want to see this gap up out of here. Check this 1 year, 1 day chart. Yeah, we're hitting all. We just hit an all new high a year. So with 20 being a very tough resistance line, is the first time this has gotten over 20 in a year. There is a concern, that we could easily pull back from this halt. So I'm gonna be ready to lock this out. See, when did we get halted? When did this candle start? Like 9:17. So we should be getting close. But we are over that major resistance line. So, it's hard to say. And ISIG did have good PR, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Kind of. Let's see, how many halts has this had too, though? Let's see. So this is actually the third halt going into all new highs. I'm more than likely going to lock this out, depending on how it moves out of this halt. Now, if we get a gap up and it just runs like we saw, was it Monday? Yeah, I think it was Monday. This was the big gapper, wasn't it? This is the one that gapped up out of the halts, I think. Yeah. So it should be coming out here soon, anytime. I'm going to go straight into a 1 minute so I can see very, very closely what is going to happen, what direction we start going, because I do not want to miss this profit if it is going to turn around. I'm really concerned about the hive year and it already being up. What? Oh, it's just now up 100%, so it could run another 50% possibly, maybe. Who knows? We'll just have to see out of this halt. LGVN, little consolidation triangle there starting to form. Break of 23. You can see LVGN start to go again, or LGVN. Come on, blowing out of this halt. There we go. Gap up out of the halt. Let's see if we keep running. Trying to hold 2150. I'm gonna lock a 10 piece out just to be a smart boy. Got that one at 2109, so I got 20 shares left. Let's see if we ooh, here we go. Come on, get to that 22. Oh yeah, let's go. Come on, you're so close. Go ahead and give us a little explosion. Give us a little more frisky frisk. Oh, we're looking good for another push here. If we break through 22. Oh, no, okay. Maybe not. A lot of indecision here. Okay, we're trying to hold 2150 as support. If that holds up. It's taking a little bit too long. It needs to start going. You see it break 22 here. This momentum is going to keep on. If not, we're going to have to stop. There we go. Boom. Beautiful. Boom. Beautiful. Look at this nasty rip, and we're halted again. Beautiful. Oh, no, we're not halted. It lied to me. Well, I'm locking 10 of them out just in case. There we go. So I got 10 more shares. Damn sneaky stock. Come on. Oh, yeah, there we go. Testing 2350. See, what was that high? 2359. So, oh, here we go. Getting real close to pushing for another new high. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Testing 24. Let's see if it can keep pushing. Come on. Start holding 24. Yeah, there we go. We're about to break. Yep, there we go. Come on. You got it. You got it. You're right there. Buyers starting to like it at 24. They're starting to think about it. And buyers are liking it. Oh, still a lot of selling pressure. But remember, we just ran $14. So that's a pretty far run. If it can't hold 23, I'm getting out. So where's that at? 22.69. So I'm just going to put a little stop loss for this last 10 shares right under 22. Wait a minute. $22.50 starting to hold on support. Let me get back into a 15-minute here. Oh, God. Yeah, we're way out the 10-day here on this 15-minute. It's got to hold 22. Nope. Well, maybe. We'll see here. But if it doesn't, I'm going to lock this out. Just as fast as this can go up is as fast as it can go down. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for a little stop loss, a little support area to start holding. So 2059 basically. 119. Yeah, I'm gonna put a stop loss. What's that? Yeah, I'm gonna put a stop loss in for now just to make sure this thing don't turn around on me too quick. $21.25. Here we go. So I'm putting it right across the bottoms of these two wicks that dropped down and buyers pushed it up. So right around that 21.19 area. On the 15 minute, we're getting a bit of a flat top here on both of these candles. So if this candle can push above 23 on the 15 minute, which we have quite a bit of time, then we can see it easily continue to rip. But if it drops below that area, it's going to pull on back. And on the 15 minute, the 10-day moving average is back at 1680. So, you know, we could see that get hit. Actually, starting to get a little downtrend on this 1 minute. We're going to the 5 minute. So actually, here we go. So on the 5 minute, it looks like we're trying to consolidate again somewhat, some type of little flag. But we've held up so far. Oh, we're starting to push back towards the top now. Boom, breaking over 23 again. You can see how that 23 area, the body of this candle is really holding as resistance here. We keep hitting 23 and keep getting pushed back down. Looks like we're going to try, though, to get through. We got this 5 minute or 15 minute candle about to close. Or not 15 minute, this 5 minute candle. There we go. Alright, so right here on the 5 minute, we're going to put this down. Come on. There we go. This candle has to push above the tops of that. I'll be right back. Alright, let's check LGV in here real quick. This bad boy's still climbing too. Does have a decent little uptrend on the 5 minute for now. So another pullback getting bought up in this consolidation. We may be about to make another leg up. There's a triangle. We're at the tip. Break at 23. This could really go here, at least up to 25. Moving my stop loss up. Whoops. Hate when I do that. Big wedge pattern there. So what am I on? 1 minute? What is going on? Stop moving around, Thinkorswim. Do your thing. Stay the way you're supposed to stay. So we're starting to test the uptrend right now. 22.50. Come on. What's PLAB doing? Yeah, that looks fine on the daily chart too. Just at 61 million in float. I think that's why I didn't look at it. It's 61 million in float with only 1.5 million in volume. Continue to move that stop loss up because we're getting tighter and tighter into this triangle. In case it shoots down really hard, I can get out and not give back too much profits. It's a little sketchy at the moment. I'm moving right up below 22. LVG in on this uptrend. Triangle there. Starting to dump a little bit out of this triangle, starting to crack, and there I'm stopped out. So $96 win. May try to come back in here. If it does, I may just try to take a quick scalp on it again. Yep, I'm going to jump in here real quick to see if it breaks 23. This will be a really quick scalp if it starts going. If it starts turning around at all, I'm going to hop right back out because I don't want to give out any profits. Testing at 23. So it looked like it was going to crack that triangle. Then all of a sudden, right after I got out, it started popping right back up. Still struggling with 23 though. Oh, 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 whoa, we're getting all over the place. Oh, that's nasty. Come on back up some. Buyers pushes back up at all. If it starts. God. Oh, that was so dumb. I shouldn't have jumped back in there. God. It got me on that wick. I really thought I was about to break up out of that little fake out breakout. Just gave back most of that profit. Oh, that hurts the soul when that happens. Thing just dumped so hard right there out of that triangle. Gave a nice wick up over 23, which is why I jumped back in there. That's the break we was looking for 23. And then just getting destroyed out of nowhere. Ugh, that hurts. Nope, I ain't got any more I can grab, and that's pretty much all my funds. God, that was stupid. That was really stupid of me. I got greedy. Yeah, I was just looking for the quick pop on that. Just didn't go any further than 23.20. But that's the thing. Sometimes, especially. So this is why it's really, really stupid. Because the chart looks like this. It's like, it's like way up here. So it's up 100 in ISG, or 100 in ISG, 100%. And it's pretty much been just going nuts. After what? So many halts. So I became a seller off of my first position, and then instantly tried to become a buyer again, which is really dumb. Really, really dumb. Taking that trade. Oh well. So it's still on this uptrend though, just almost. See, this pop out of here was 18, 19 up to 25. So about $6 a move there. And now we drop back down about $4. We're starting to hold at this trend line. This is going to be one to continue to watch all week, though, because it's so low float and it's getting a lot of different action, but it's going to be very volatile all week. It may crack the trend line there. But, it's still a green trade. It's still in the green today, so it's not much. Could have been $100. Got greedy. You can't get greedy. But still great on the week with the 175 in profit on Monday, $9 yesterday, and $15 today because I don't have much funds left. Both of those trades took most of my funds for the day. Three green days, just two of them, and it was kind of the same thing yesterday. You know, I made that fit, was it 50 or $60 real quick, and then I ended up giving it back. So you guys might just, if I just come in and just make a profit really quick, you know, 60, $100, something like that, and it's just, you know, like today, how quick this play was. You guys just tell me to go home. Just say, get off the stream and go away. So I don't try to continue trading when I've already made a profit for the day. Been better to walk away. Somebody get the handcuffs and the measuring stick and whack me in my fingers when I do stupid stuff like that. You know? So I was holding up this 10 day. I got a little bit left. I may go 5 shares on this 10 day, or not this 10 day, this trend line. If it starts bouncing, I kind of want to give us 5-minute candle a second there. Got a minute and a half on this candle to close. Starting to hold up 21. I'm going to pop those 5 shares. Yeah, that's all I can get. And then let's just put a L stoppy loss right under 20. Just to see if we continue to run today, because 5 shares is not going to be much risk at all. So I mean, I'm not going to hold this 5. This is not going to be like a quick scalp with this 5 shares. I'm just going to hold these 5 shares as long as the trend line holds up, just to see if it keeps running, because it still looks good. I mean, as long as it's uptrending, it's good to go. But I'm going to take a quick little break here, and then I'll be right back, guys. Give me just a few minutes. I'm not revenge trading. It's only 5 shares. I'm not. My entry's at 21.14. My stop loss is at 20.09. So I'm risking like $5 possibly. If it rips up to 25 from here, that'd be $4. You know, being an extra $20. So I'm just trying to get a little profits back. But it's riding up the trend line. I'm not mad about the trade or anything. That was my own stupidity. The first trade was executed perfectly. Well, maybe not perfectly, but it was executed well enough. And the execution and consistency is what I'm more concerned about than exactly how much money I'm making. Because as long as I'm green every day, if I make $2 some days and I make $200 another day, and there's very, very few losses, then not a big deal. Well, as long as it's on the trend line, it could go back up, but that's, that's what we're testing right now is the trend line. Alright, I'm going to take that quick little break and I will be right back. Alright, so they're still climbing up that little trend line. That's a good sign. Give me just a second, guys. I gotta check something real quick. Yeah, revenge trading is definitely emotional trading. There's no doubt about it. Let's see. Okay. Alright. So, there we go. Starting to try to push back over 22. I'll go ahead and remove this little triangle there that failed on us. Yeah, EFIO, that's just riding right down the trend line. That's very close to cracking. Move my stop loss up. And that's all I'm going to do with this 5 shares a day. I'm just going to let this 5 shares ride as long as it's climbing up. As long as we're heading up this uptrend, I'll just keep slowly moving my stop loss up under it. And possibly get stopped down here. It may throw a wick down and get me. LGVN. Okay, so the SPY. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's why. Look at that. Look at the crack in the SPY that happened. Big drop. Well, not a big drop, but pretty decent sized drop in 5 minutes from 46,870 all the way down to 46,740. It's about $1.40 drop. And the SPY is still dumping. But right when that cracked, what time was that? About 9:30. Look at the SPY. When did that drop start? About 9:30. We were uptrending. That uptrend cracked on the SPY, and that ruined the pattern. I wasn't keeping an eye. I was not keeping an eye on the SPY. You gotta keep an eye on the SPY, especially right now. All this volatility. So is anything moving at all? PLAB still slowly moving. It's a newer. Is it an IPO? Oh, hold on. Let's see. No, it's not an IPO. It's been on an uptrend all year though. Just now getting a pop. Maybe a bit of a slower mover, because we only went from 15 to 17, but it's one to keep an eye on. Yep, ISIG is probably going to crack here. Yeah, the SPY's looking real done. Alright, okay. I see you, SPY. I see what you're telling me. You're warning me. I'm moving stop loss up real close. G-Man, we were long and strong until the SPY. I just now noticed the SPY started dumping about 30 minutes ago. Messing up all these patterns. Look at this. Nasty. Oh boy. Oh boy. Feds plan crackdown on money laundering and all cash real estate deals. Yeah, I don't know about that PR. The U.S. Department of Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. They're trying to cut out all cash transactions for real estate. Very, very scary. Okay. All right, here we go with the BS. European Center or Centra, whatever they call it, Centre, I don't know, for Disease Prevention and Control says all Omicron cases so far have been asymptomatic or mild. Then the next PR, World Health Organization, the old WHO, the head of the WHO, says Omicron global spread suggests could have major impact on course of pandemic. But Europe's saying it's not a big deal. But the WHO's like, major impact. Scare, scare, scare. The day in market history, the dissolution of the Soviet Union. All right. COVID cases. Wait a minute, what? This doesn't even make any sense. COVID cases, comma, death surge in Europe, Africa, Korea. But the European Center of Disease Prevention is saying that there's asymptomatic or mild symptoms. Oh boy, media, the media, the media. They just love to make nonsense up. Oh, so I still haven't got stopped out of ISIG yet. Still holding on at the moment, even though the SPY was dropping. Looks like it's trying to find a bottom around 465. See the market watch. We're very mixed still. Alright, ISIG bullish candle. Look at this. Right on the trend line. This is a bullish sign. Red indecision smush candle followed by a bullish engulfing. This green candle is bigger than this whole entire body of this red candle. I'm just going to leave my stop loss there for now because we're still climbing. Yeah, EFOI is done. So $700 stock that got a $50 move. That's a decent size. DWAC. Who's called that out? Oh, Laura Lee. Yeah, Laura. DWAC not looking bad today, getting a nice pop up. I thought there was some news about them being investigated or something, but it's hard to tell because, anything to do with Trump, if the news is reporting it, it's going to be biased. Oh, ISIG is really starting to pop again here. Let's get back on this ISIG. This five shares might get me back in there a little bit. Come on, man. Give me a little bit more profits. We are shot up to 24.85. I think we'll probably see the test at 25 here. If we can start holding 24 as support first, we're kind of struggling there. Yeah, that volume is the concern with DWAC, and so is the possible investigation if that's real. So we're going to try to pop back over 24 again here. Starting to get a little bit of spread on this as volume is increasing. Bid and ask is about 10-cent spread, 20-cent spread now. Yeah, 45 seconds on this 5-minute candle to close. I'd like to see it close over 24, but I don't know if it's going to get that. As long as it closes over, let's see, what is that right there? 23. Yeah, as long as it closes over that, it's good. It should be okay. What's up, Ruben? Good morning. I'm not giving one life to credit. Lori, I saw you call it first, so I'm giving you the credit. Oh, we may crack here. See, it's trying to hold this trend line still, but let me redraw this trend line on the damn 15-minute because I can see what I'm looking at on this trend line is not quite accurate. I put 2 on there? Why did I do that? There we go. But we do gotta be aware of the SPY. This is it pulling back up any at all? Nope. Just still going straight down till the SPY breaks this downtrend, which is about 468. It is going to continue to sell off. Bring it down just the stop loss back down a little bit because it is trying to kind of creep down to it. I don't want the market maker to yank my order down. DWAC still running. Nice run so far. Gotta wait for some type of pullback at this point. There you go, Lauren. All right. You have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you later, Lauren. We'll give the stream about 20 more minutes here, so if you guys have any questions, suggestions, or ideas, go ahead and get those in. Let's see, Fun went up to 24, then halted for an hour and a half, and then opened up at $8. Yeah, that was probably a shelf registration. That's one thing you got to be aware of, especially in a market like this with some of these stocks we trade. If they have a shelf registration and it's not a circuit breaker halt, then if it's a news pending halt or something like that, they could easily drop that shelf registration and drop the price of that stock. But that's what it sounds like. You got caught up in a shelf registration. You gotta be careful for sure with those. Alright, if we pop back over 23 here, I'm going to move my stop loss back up. But still holding the trend line nicely on the 15 minute. We got 30 seconds for this 15 minute candle to close. If it could get back over 23 before then, that would be nice. Hey, look at there. It's trying. 15 seconds. Can you pop back over 23? Looks like we're going to open up right at it. Yep. Opening up exactly at 22.90. So another little pullback there. There you go, Brian. See, that's what you gotta do. You take a loss, get back on the saddle, ride it again until you can make those profits back. But always learn from your losses. Like I always say, a loss is not a loss. You just paid for a lesson in the stock market. So if you don't learn anything from your loss,
then you paid for a lesson in the stock market that you're not even using. So that's really not smart. Learn why you took a loss, especially if it's a big one. It looks like we're going to start pushing back above 23 here. Ruben, don't say bacon right now, bro. I'm starving. You talk about bacon. Say bacon one more time. I might just eat this microphone. Y'all don't forget, I'm from Tennessee. I'm from the South. I'll deep fry this microphone up and I'll eat it like a corn dog. Put a little gravy on my mic. Yeah. There you go, man. Now you showing me pieces of bacon. I'm about to go crazy, man. I'm about to lose it. You know, bacon is a drug. Here we go, starting to push back up to 24. Looking pretty decent here. It's really struggling with this 22, or not 22, 23.75 area. Buyers are not wanting to move up to there yet. Let's go ahead and move the stop loss up a little bit more. DWAC still pushing up to 63. A PLAB is just not doing nothing. It's uptrending but not getting any volume. Volume just completely died off of that thing. Dean can talk down. You talking about Jimmy Dean? Like me some Jimmy Dean sausage too, man. Why you trying to make me so hungry, man? I'm over here struggling. Need cereal. I'm going to borrow a little bit of cereal from Hal. You know how hard it is to get a little bit of cereal from Hal? You don't come off his cereal very easy. I have to like go find a three-legged jackrabbit in the woods that has a blue eye and a purple eye, and then I have to skin it and sell the fur and the eyeballs to Hal to be able to get some of his cereal. It's rough out here, man. Oh, Supernatural. Okay, I got you. I'm familiar with that show, but I've never actually seen it. My wife watches it. I think I might have saw like one or two episodes or part of one or something. Yeah, come on. We are slowly building up to 25, which is really nice because that could lead to a decent breakout. But we got to stop messing around with 24. We got to start getting above 24 and holding 24. Oh, we got stopped out there. So throwing a little wick down. Did the SPY throw a wick down? Not yet, but it's still downtrending. Alright, so $17 profit on the day. Tis what it is. You prefer watching shooter? I don't think I watch that either. And there comes the dump. It could pull back all the way to that 10-day, right around 20. If it cracks 20, it could pull back all the way down to 15, 13, something like that. So just be aware, now that this uptrend is cracked, this thing may be done. Doesn't look like much else is going on either, other than DWAC. Well, now DWAC's had a little drop, a little pullback there, ruining that upward momentum. So kind of a weird day in the SPY, where the SPY is just downtrending. Look at the volume, though, on the SPY. Holy God. Wow. Look. Look at the volume on the last 3 days of the SPY. Now, we've been getting big volume towards the end of the market, but the starts are all this little downtrend. But this one is very, very small so far compared to the rest of those days. Below the tops of all those beginning candles. So that's not a great sign either. Volume is getting lighter on the SPY. That's scary. Let's see, LGVN, what are you doing? Crack that trend line, but it is trying to hold up around, looks like, what, 20-ish? Actually looks pretty good on the 1 hour chart too. 10-day is very close to crossing over the 50, like right now. It is right on it. There it is. It's starting to cross a little bit. So I would keep LGVN or LGVN on watch for the rest of the day as a possible play. Yeah, oh boy. Yeah, EFOI is done. Nasty, nasty indecision. Squash doji red candle followed by a red bearish candle. That's probably going to lead to a drop more than likely. That's not a pretty sight. Oh. CFVI. Let's take a look at that one. I've not even seen that one. It's not on my scanners or anything. Why is this not popping up on my CFVI? 38 million in shares. Huh. My scanner's missing this one for some reason. Let's see the daily chart. Interesting daily chart. Well, it is above all EMAs, so that's strong. Actually, if this doesn't break out today, what is the CFVI? I'm going to keep it on watch the rest of this week, too. It's having a little rebound day. But yeah, you look on this, well, I'm on the 5-minute, on the 5-minute chart. We got a little downtrend. There's a little, well, come on, draw. And we got this little wedge we're kind of running into. It's trying to break at the moment. I don't know if this is going to keep running a day or not. It's very possible because bullish engulfing candle over the body of this smushed red candle. But it is certainly looking bullish at the moment. Hello, don't know. You said... Okay, don't know. So, I have a saying for this. The trend lines, the indicators, all of that, support and resistance. The longer the time frame, the stronger the support, resistance, and indicators. So if you're on a 1 minute time frame and you're looking at the 10-day moving average, well, actually, here, let me pull this chart up and do it on here because I don't have any moving averages up there. But you can see very easily the 1 minute doesn't really care too much about your 10-day moving averages. It's been riding up here, but it dropped below it there for a little bit, popped back above it, wick down, popped back above it, and now we're dropping back down again on the way up multiple times, throwing wicks down. So they don't hold as well. Now we go into a 200-day moving average, or not a 200-day moving average, where'd my charts go? What's going on here? Here we are. We go into a 1 year chart, and this is not a good stock to look at for this. Let's see. Yeah, you go to a 1 year chart, and EFIO, you can see back through here, this 200-day moving average, how many times it held up as strong resistance. Once, held up as support through here, held up again twice right through here. Did have another big rip, tried to hold a support, but cracked below that. Threw wicks up over it here, over here, over here. None of these able to hold above the 200 as it's kept downtrending, getting further and further away from that 200. So that's kind of what we're seeing today. What the? Oh, okay, that was the low of the year. So we hit a low a year, and now because these EMAs are spread out so far, the 200 is going to be like on your daily, pretty much any chart, the 200-day is always going to be somewhat like a magnet for the price of the stock. The price a lot of times will move back to that 200-day. And since we're really, really far away from it, these other two have pulled way down. It could continue to drop, but it's got a ways to get back up to the spot. But longer the time frame, stronger the support and resistance and indicators. What is it with you and the ABC, whatever that pattern is, Daniel B? You know exactly what that pattern is. Nobody uses that pattern. Triangles, U-shapes. I don't know how ABCD is even a pattern. Because like that pattern is broke down like you gotta look for the point of A and then B and then C and get in on C and then D. Like, what are you playing? A multiple choice trivia game? No, you're trading stocks. You've never heard him talk. He's been asking about ABCD pattern for the last 3.5 weeks. He knows exactly what it is. He's been trading for 25,000 years. He's just trolling because I don't know what his obsession is with that. Him wanting people to explain that pattern to him. He knows exactly what it is. Same thing with intraday. Don't know. Same thing with intraday. So think of because like a lot of traders like to separate intraday like it's any different than any other time. Whether or not you're trading in a 5-minute span, like you're making 5-minute scalp plays, or if you're holding a swing trade for 6 months, the charts, the candles, the price action, the indicators, it's all going to be the same. It's not going to be any different trading on the intraday. It's just that you're going to be using smaller time frames. But even when I'm day trading intraday, I don't use the smallest time frame. Like sometimes I'll go into the 1 minute like I am now, but I'm not going into like a 20-second or any crazy nonsense like that. But I generally stay on my top chart on the 5 minute while looking at the 15. But when I'm picking my stocks out, I look at the daily chart. And that's because I'm looking for the stocks on uptrends and above all EMAs. Just like ISIG this morning. It was above all EMAs on the daily. So 1 year span of information. That's a lot more information than a intraday 5 minute chart. So you can look back and see where support and resistance is. Like this resistance is going to be very strong at 11. So if we take and we draw a trend line at 11, looking back at that previous peak. All right, and then we go into the intraday here, into the day's chart, or last 2 days chart, and you can see that $11 line that we drew on the daily chart, where it held up as some resistance through here, then held up as support, continued to stay above that, bounced off as support again, and then started acting as resistance, because that was a strong line all the way back on the chart. And then now today, where we got this pop, we were above that strong resistance. So you kind of want to look at multiple time frames, because when you're looking at a shorter intraday time frame, it can be deceiving. Like the 1 minute can really be deceiving. Let me go to something I didn't trade so there's not things all over it. Yeah, so like right here, this is a good example of it. If I'm looking at the 1 minute and only the 1 minute, let's remove these lines. This is what I'm seeing. If I don't have my daily chart up, this is what I'm seeing. What is going on here? I mean, simply, you can make trend lines, but where are we getting held up at? How do we know this 1330 area or 1350 area is going to hold if all we're looking at is a 1 minute chart? So we can scroll back and we can see just a little bit of resistance there through the day before. But still, that's not really telling us much. We can kind of see a downtrend, but we go into a 15 minute. Now we've got a lot more information to work with in this short time frame. So we can delete that there. We could possibly draw an uptrend there if we wanted to, or actually move it down a little bit off of that little dip. Or we could draw the support line, and this is probably more like it. This little support line right around 1225. So we see that on the 15 minute. Let's also draw this downtrend. What do we got on the 15 minute over this week? We have a consolidation triangle. Go back into the 1 minute. Now how would we know we have a triangle pattern on the 15 minute if we're in here? There's no possible way to tell that this is a triangle pattern on the 1 minute. So hopefully that helps. I try to explain it as clear as possible. Let's see. See, that I told you. Oh yeah, I'm out of ISIG, of course. Yeah, when as soon as the SPY started giving up and stuff, I kept my stop loss really tight on that third position in ISIG. So I mean, I didn't make much. But yeah, we're getting towards lunchtime. SPY's sketchy right now. I'm not really sure. Well, actually, just got rejected at the downtrend, so it's probably more than likely going to continue to keep falling, which will mess a lot of these trades up. But EFOI is trying to break that downtrend at the second. Yeah, it's getting a little wild out here. So tighter stop losses. If your entries are good and you're having bigger losers than you are winners, then you got to have tighter stop losses, or look at your entries. Maybe you think they're good entries, and maybe they're actually not as good as entries as you think they are. Maybe they could be better. I don't know. I can't see what you're doing or anything. I'm just going off of, in my experience, what usually the problem is. But tight stop losses will keep you profitable. What was it? I don't know. There's been multiple times over the last couple of weeks where I've went one win out of 3 trades in a day and was still in the green a decent amount because the 2 trades I lost on, I kept my losses really tight. But stick to your plan. If you've got your entries and exits, wrote out, or you got them in your head, that's your plan. You need to know your entries and exits before you even get in the stock if possible. Looking at past chart history, like on the daily or on a week chart or month chart or whatever, looking back and seeing where's the places where sellers are going to be at. Where are those resistance lines that I want to get out at? So have it all planned out before you take the trade. And then if your stop loss gets hit, your stop loss gets hit. You move on, wait for another opportunity, and go about it. I know it can suck. You don't, if you're not trading with a ton of money and you go in and then you get stopped out right away and you're like, now I'm done for the day because I just used all my funds and that didn't work out. It can be very annoying and frustrating. But the thing with day trading is it's not about the day of trading. It's about the trading consistently over time. So one day, unless you're really wild, like a crazy coke snorting cowboy or something like that, you're not going to be going in throwing money all over the place at different stocks trying to get anything you can, or gambling or whatever. We're not gambling. We are having a plan and sticking to that plan. Well, you guys are great at sticking to the plan. I, on the other hand, have some issues, apparently. Because today this win should have been a lot bigger than it was, but I got greedy and jumped back in. So look at your losses, look at your wins, over a long time period. TraderSync is one of our partners. Pull up TraderSync. This is a journaling software you can check out. And I'm actually behind on mine. I need to put in like 3 weeks behind on this thing. So this is TraderSync here, and they give you a lot of information. So you can see the last trade I took was on October 29th. So that's how far back that I haven't updated my TraderSync. But like you look right through here, some of these losses were some big losses. Well, we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses, and we got. Why is that open? That shouldn't be open. I don't know what's going on with that. And we got 1, 2, 3 wins in that week of October 25th to 29th. So let's add this up. Let's see if I was profitable with 3 wins out of all these losses. Actually, I think it tells me. I mean, I don't even got to do the math, I think. Oh, yeah, right there. So, a cumulative return 378 for the week of October 25th, October 30th. Because I got 516 on AGRI, 243 on BKKT, and then another 37 on BKKT. So that's about what, $800. And then I lost on the week about 200, 280, 350, 400. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades, I only won 3 of them. So I went 3 for 8 the week of October 25th and was profitable by $374. And that's what I'm saying, that you do not have to win every single trade. You don't even got to win half your damn trades. You can win 3 out of 8. That's less than 50%. It says it right there. With a win rate of 33% on this week, I was profitable $378. So it's about keeping those stop losses tight. Let those runners run when they can. You know, you're not going to win them all, so you're going to take those. But TraderSync is a really nice app to use. Also, go check out frameworkfortune.com. It is free sign up, no paywalls, none of that. And we can definitely, chop it up in the forums that we got going on and all of that. So, trying to look for this link for you here. I got a little affiliate link if you're interested in using TradingView. Actually, it's not an affiliate link, it's our partner link. Or not TradingView, TraderSync. Let me see here. Great journal software. But yeah, I need to update that for sure so I can see what's going on. See, I see Liam and Confident and Crypto's got some stuff going on about injective protocol. I'm going to check that out. Been waiting for injective protocol. It's a blockchain exchange. One night, if you like to gamble, you trade by feelings only. Hey, there you go. If you're risking 10 to 20 per trade, then that's not bad. I mean, what are you making? So if you're losing 10 to 20 a trade, what's your average profit or something like that? Like, what's just, if you're only risking 10 or $20, are you making $50 on your profitable wins, or $100, $30? Like, what's going on with your wins? Oh, you're up at 6 a.m. That's horrifying. Well, different time zone, though, may not be as horrifying for you as it is me. Well, I guess I can move this off the screen. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to keep that on there. So I did that video update yesterday on AQST, and not a lot of volume on it, but it still keeps slowly climbing up. So that is interesting. A lot of people have been requesting that update on AQST. So you're risking $10 to $20 and you're getting $7 wins. How much are you trading with? Oops. Yep, Sicilian, exactly. So that's good to monitor that to see how much how much money you left on the table, but it also would drive you crazy. I don't do that at all, to be honest, unless I'm in the stock. If I'm in the stock, I'm gonna be monitoring it. But you're not gonna. Like I said, you're just going to drive yourself crazy if you do that, because you're going to be like, oh man, every trade I left money on the table. There's nothing wrong with leaving money on the table. As long as you're taking profits, that's a good thing. As long as you're profiting. So there's a lot of different nuances that you should be looking at if you are monitoring how the stock is moving after you trade it, because we don't know what a stock is going to do. The only thing we can control is ourselves. We have no control over the stock market. We have to wait until there's a good setup. So if you've got in something, for example, ISIG earlier. Let's get back here. On my original entry, I was looking at this triangle on the 5 minute. Let's go down to the 5 minute. Oh, back too far. There we go. So we got this triangle set up, this bull flag, and that's a nice setup. Now, it did continue to run. I got out decently on that play before it pulled back. But as we can see, it went a little bit higher. So there was more money on the table. But just looking at that, knowing about that more money on the table, I mean, I'm not concerned about it, because I got in down here and sold up here and then sold when this one cracked. The second entry on this is just stupid. I shouldn't even took that trade, but you want to be looking what in the price action moving up is keeping it to continue to rip. So if you're watching for that, you're going to be looking at the volume profile, how much volume is coming in at that area or at this pattern break. Because see, we have the triangle, and then if you look right at the tip of the triangle, big buying volume bar. So that's this type of stuff you want to look at, because you're not going to know. Like, once this ripped out of this bull flag, I was expecting $25. It never got to $25. But as soon as I started seeing selling pressure, I'm out. And then if the stock rips to $60 today, I don't really care, because I made my initial money. That was a $100 win before I gave a lot of it back. But I'm done for the day. I've treated the stock market like an ATM, pulled out my cash withdrawal, and now I'm going to go about the rest of my day, and I don't care what this thing does from there. Because I'm going to go trade cryptos, and then I'll be worried about it. I'll be not worried about it, but I'll be looking back in the stock market tomorrow for another ATM withdrawal. At least for day trading anyway. It's like I don't sit all day and look at the stock market. And like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, Mike B, you had asked yesterday, how did I find these stocks? Am I looking at them in pre-market? No, I'm not. I have a scanner that as soon as I'm ready to stream, I sit down, look at the computer, and pull them up. Like, it's up to you. I mean, if you want to sit all day in the stock market watching charts and looking for breakouts, that's absolutely your prerogative. But just me personally, because I trade cryptos and got everything else going on, this is just one small ATM withdrawal for me to add on top of the other withdrawals that I'm going to try to make from cryptos later today in the crypto live stream at 4:30 Central. By the way, if you did join me for that crypto live stream last night, we were waiting on Tezos to finally break up to that, I think it was 675 if I remember correctly. It did have that break. I locked in at $50. So, as a day trader, that's what you want to do. You want to be in and out of stocks, because they could continue to rip $20, $30, or they could just drop and sell off. And if you continue to try to figure out, if you're holding most of your position waiting for the continued breakout or something, it may never happen. And that's why you saw on this trade that I took some profits, because I got 30 shares, so I took 20 out at the top here. I think I actually took it out in 3 different sells, not just one 20 sell. Yeah, so we can see it here on the 1 minute. Get back over here. So right there, we're pushing up. As soon as we start seeing some red, I'm locking out. I locked out 10 shares at the top at 23.13. Locked another 10 out at 21.09. And then when this consolidation, I just got 10 left. So most of my profit is secured already on this rip. I'm letting that 10 ride. And if this cracks, I'm out. You saw the $10 sale right there. So made that $100 profit. And then I should have been done right there, because it gave up and cracked. But there's no reason for me to hold this whole position through here and it drop all the way back down to 20 and then rip up to the same area again. You get in there, you get out, now wait for that pattern of selling to get done and look for a new pattern. And we got the new pattern, a little confirmation of an uptrend right here multiple times. So you can see that first bounce down, second bounce, and starting to see a push up. Could look there for an entry, could look here for an entry as it was starting to climb. And then like the best entry on that one is where this red indecision candle is, followed by this bullish candle. What we look for all the time when we're coming into the tip of a triangle, we're looking for that bullish momentum. Big green boy over a little red boy. What am I looking at? I lost where I was looking at. And actually on that 5 shares, I actually got in really early instead of towards the end. I got in here, but it was a smaller position. That's all I had left was 5 shares to grab. But we got an indecision doji right there after the sell-off, and then a big bullish engulfing candle. So there's no reason to, try to hold this up here when it's ran $15 or whatever for another dollar or two when you could get back in after locking out profit here and here. You get back in down here somewhere and lock out that profit again so you could take a second entry. So hopefully that makes sense. Try to explain it clear, but some days old brain doesn't work good. Thanks for Sicilian for that that recap of my lesson there. Don't worry about it. Locking in profits is better than losing profits. I mean, it is. It's true. You don't want to lose money. Take your little ATM withdrawals or big ATM withdrawals, whatever type of win you have that day. Go about the rest of your day like that. Giving back that $100 I didn't give back $100, but I gave back about $83 in profit on this. Being stupid, I should have just took that $100 and went about my day. Like, oh, quick $100, I'm out. Thanks for that ATM withdrawal. Come back tomorrow. Maybe the ATM withdrawal from the stock market will be $50. Maybe it'll be $500. Who knows? You don't really know. But every single day that you are in the market, you want to be pulling out an ATM withdrawal. You don't want to be paying the market. You want to be pulling a little bit. Pull here and there all the time, consistently. Stay profitable. And your account will continue to grow. The bigger your account gets, the bigger your trades you can take. You can scale up position sizes. And, you go from making $7 profits, staying consistent. In a couple of weeks, maybe you're making $30 profits. Stay consistent for another couple of weeks. Position size goes up. You're making $100 profit. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing like that as long as you are consistent. If you can win 3 out of 8 trades and still be profitable, then that is consistency. Now, if you can up your accuracy, like instead of me going 3 for 8 that week, if I would have probably stuck to my plan, there's probably 3 or 4 trades in there I shouldn't have even took. But if I had stuck to my plan, I could have been like 3 out of 5 last week, and those wins, those profits would have been more. Instead of 330 in profit, it might have been like 600, 700 because I wouldn't have had some of those losses. Whew, that was a lot of talking. But yeah, build your confidence. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing at all. Just got to figure out what's happening to why you're risking 20 to 30 and only making 7, because that's not a good risk reward ratio. Like if you're going to jump in a stock and you're risking $10 to $20 for that position, then you better be pretty confident that you were able to get $60 to $100 out of that position. Because if you're risking 10 to 20 and you're making $7, that's a backwards negative ratio. So you want to be, if you're risking 10, 20, you want $50. If you risk, let's just say you risk $25 a trade and you're trying to make $50 in profit. That's a 2 to 1 ratio. You're risking half of the profit size, $20, for $50 or $40. So 2 to 1. But I don't like 2 to 1s. I want 4 to 1s, 5 to 1s, things like that. Where if I'm risking $20, I have a potential to make 30, not 30, but 70, 80, 100, $200, $300, something like that. Because the stocks that we're trading in this price range with these low floats, they can rip dollars. So if you know the stock can rip $5 from the place it's at, and you're only risking $20 as your risk, say you got your stop loss and that's $20, and the thing runs $5, just like ISIG, well, then that's a way bigger profit margin versus the small amount of risk. So taking those trades consistently, you'll see that big profit difference, even not trading, even not being a 50% trader, 60% trader. It could be 33%, like I showed you guys earlier, and still be profitable. Whew. I'll check into that Ruben here in just a little bit, and we'll figure it out. But there's no reason why it should be doing what it's doing on that. But guys, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go ahead and get going on some other stuff. Not really too much happening at the moment that I see. Even CFVI, I think, has calmed down some. Yeah, it calmed down. SPY did break over a little bit, so if this uptrend continues, it could get hotter throughout the day. But if this does drop back below the downtrend, then it'll continue to sell off. So it looks like it'll probably sell off, but who knows at this point? Still a lot of time left in the day. Oh, thank you, Laura Lee. But yep, that is it for today's live stream stock trading and lessons. Got some good lessons in there. Hopefully everybody was able to understand those and my crazy rants and gibberish. But we'll be back tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. Central, for some more stock trading. And we'll be back today at 4:30 Central on the crypto channel for live crypto trading. If you haven't yet, go sign up for frameworkfortune.com. It's free. So yes, I'm going to badger you until you sign up, because it's free. You guys have a great rest of your day. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.